Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 4 Golden, where we have finally reached our climax. The source of the fog, the Midnight Channel, and even our own personas can all be traced back to one being, the goddess Izanami. And in this episode, we're going after her. We are going to enter her domain. So let's get started. The final dungeon of Persona 4 begins today. This will really be the end, for sure. Don't worry, if anyone can do this, it's us. That's the spirit. So let's get started and chase after a goddess here in the Ashihara Nakatsu. Now for this dungeon, I've decided that there's really only one way to end Persona 4. And that's to bring along the original team. Yosuke, Chie, and Yukiko will be joining us for this final dungeon into the passageway to the underworld. Yes. The Yomotsu Hirasaka is without a doubt the last dungeon in this game and the last obstacle that stands in our way from stopping the fog. What is this place? It doesn't feel anything like the other areas. Whenever we'd go in to rescue someone, I could sense their restless heart and how unstable it felt. But there's none of that here. Does this Izanami person not have a heart? Or something? Who is she? Anyways, be careful, senpai. This is the end of this game, and honestly, this song fits the atmosphere rather well. But it's not over yet, as there are more than 30 shadows to identify and defeat in this dungeon. So let's get started with the Wrathful Fuck, which is weak to our physical attacks. And well, that's just pretty good to start things off. Next we got the Eternal Sand, weak to electricity, loves to exhaust you and silence you. Next the Papillion, weak to Hama, which we have in Oodles. So first off, we're gonna knock down the Eternal Sand with Zeodyne coming from Yoshitsune. And then hopefully...
Are you alright? I'll handle this.
Go for it. Why the heck not? Whip out that pistol of yours, Naoto, and get right. Heck, she has an Uzi at this point in the game. It's just like, okay. Kind of overkill, but maybe not, considering we are still dealing with shadows. But yes, there are 30 shadows to identify and defeat in this area. Are we going to be able to find them all? I do not know, but I'm going to try my best, considering this is the final dungeon after all. Branch... Get out of here with all of that. And let's see, I'm pretty sure they resist. Yeah, they do resist wind-based attacks, which is why we are instead going to go for the Power Slash on the Eternal Sand. At the moment, Yosuke and Chie are not the highest level they could be. They are far from it, actually. So what are we going to do about that? Well, we're just going to have to level them up over time. This is pretty much the best opportunity to get experience in this game. So just do it. Just come in here, level everyone up, and let's beat this game. And man, she is Persona. Looking as powerful as ever, we just need to hit one more shadow to knock them all down and get the first all-out attack of the dungeon. Pile them on, guys! Let's show these shadows who's boss! Nice. Okay. So far, things are starting off alright. We survived our first encounter, and we even got an Emperor card. I will definitely be picking that up because Yoshitsune needs to level up to gain his full potential. And well, we're one level away from the strongest attack in this entire game. I know I've been hyping it up for a while, but yes, the time and effort put into Yoshitsune will not be wasted. Let's see. I wonder what will be inside of here. Super! A monster jumped out at us. Isn't that great? It is the Eternal Sands and also the Divine Mother who is weak to wind. So if you have Yosuke on your team, well, you better use him. Unfortunately, Yoshitsune is not going to be very powerful against the Mother. We could use physical attacks, but in all honesty, I think it'd just be a bit easier if we go into... we can just let Yukiko go for it. Why not? We're probably not going to be able to knock them all down in one all-out attack because our weapons at the moment are relatively on the weak side. Yeah, didn't do that much damage, but hey, the Twin Dragon's coming out. Maybe that'll do a little bit more, and then Yosuke can finish it off with a Garudon. And that combo attack looks really, really cool when they have their evolved personas. Oh my gosh. And oh boy! I was kind of hoping that wouldn't happen. The mother likes to bring out the Emperor Beetle. It is only weak to instant death, which is kind of a bummer. So, we're just gonna banish her with Garudon. Yosuke's first. Yeah, I think the guy with the best, like, agility in the game would be able to hit that enemy, but apparently not. Don't worry, Chie will come in and take care of that. Let's see. Can't really do much to take care of it. Just use an Agidyne attack. It's not going to be too powerful, but hey, that's why we got the Trumpeter. Since he has Mamadoon, we can actually dispel this shadow and move on. The Emperor Beetle, if you don't know, does pretty much the same thing everything else does. That's beetle-shaped. It likes to hit you and use Gigantic Fist. But we're obviously not going to have to deal with that. And ooh! Our first ever 10 skill card. Let's see what we get. Hope it's something good. Absorb Electricity. Wow. That is a very good one. And you're going to notice we're actually getting materials. This is not a point of no return. You can go back to the shopping district and... oh my... did you guys hear that? Those chains. We can still encounter this enemy here. Oh man, I really, really hope we don't. But then again, I don't think there'd be a better way to end this game off unless we did absolutely everything. So, there is... okay, we didn't get it. After opening a certain number of chests, you do have a chance to encounter a secret boss, which is incredibly powerful. We will be taking that on once we finish the second path of the Yomotsu Hirasaka. And come to think of it, I haven't actually discussed what this area is. In Japanese mythology, Izanami crossed a path to enter the underworld, the Yomi. This is the area in which she took her voyage. And does that mean we're working to go to the underworld? It might actually mean that. I guess we'll have to see. And okay, a red shadow. Let's see what we got. We have some Grand Maguses, I believe those are, and also the Mistress Pot. Easy enough to defeat. Life Leech and Life Drain. Not really that big of a deal, but you have to watch out for Agni Astra. Yeah, this attack does a lot of damage, but it only has 150 health, so you should beat it eventually. And the Magus are only weak to darkness. So to start things off, I'm just going to try and go for the Madoon. For Mamudo, not Madoon. I wish I had Madoon, but sadly we do not. That will give us another opportunity. Then we can go into Yoshitsune and cast a Zeodyne, knock down this Empress Shadow, and then move on. Surprisingly, not really too intimidating. I thought the red shadow for this floor was going to be a lot stronger, but it turned out not to be. That's fine. And yes, I don't think I've actually discussed the mythology of this game at any point, but essentially, in Japanese mythology, Izanagi and Izanami were wed. And that union is responsible for creating literally everything in Shinto mythology. It all stems from their union. So you may notice that actually has a little bit of significance in our story here. Yu's persona gave birth to all of our other personas and all of our other friends, and to think about it, Izanagi is responsible for creating all of Japan and everything around us, and even Inaba if you think about it. But before he created it, there was fog. Pretty much just utter chaos surrounding the region. Heck, not just the region, but before Izanagi created, there was nothingness. There was just fog. It's kind of what this game is based around. And let's see, okay, that chest will hopefully come in handy as we enter the second path of this dungeon. And after that, we're going to take on the secret boss. And I can't believe you came without cowering in fear. Is that bravery or ignorance? Very well. I'll be waiting for you at the end of the Yomotsu Hirasaka. Was that Izanami? Let's not freak out. Come on, senpai. Yeah, we have to stay calm. Even though we're dealing with literally a god. We have to stay careful. Make sure we don't do anything rash in this dungeon. New shadows, we have the Silent Nyogo, which are weak to nothing and love to power charge and cast myriad arrows. You must be careful. They have access to app pupil, so they have a high chance of getting critical attacks. That being said, though, we should be fine. Trumpeter is going to be our go-to guy when we're facing shadows that we don't have a weakness to really exploit. It is true that Yosuke can actually defeat the Mistress Pot, or at least knock it down. I guess he could defeat it given enough time. I'm fairly confident in Yosuke's ability. But the other enemies may pose sort of a threat. And god damn, well, that is relatively annoying. Let's try and go for Rainy Death onto the book enemy, and hopefully knock it down. Nice. Okay, good. Next turn, this turn, I'm going to power charge. And then I guess we can just let Yukiko go ham with her Burning Petals attack. This is an AoE Agidine attack. It's pretty good. It's alright, I guess. It's not going to do like crazy amounts of damage until Yukiko gets access to Fire Amp, which you should learn soon. And Gale Slash coming out. Almost everybody dodged it. Good job, everyone. Let's let the Megidolum come out, and hopefully we'll knock everyone out. I doubt that'll happen, though, seeing how powerful these trees are. And it kind of sucks that we are still dealing with these guys, because, well, Chie's turn is going to be relatively useless now that she has Power Charge, because they drain physical attacks, so there's not much we can do about that. Let's just get, ooh! Dang, Yosuke, that damage! Holy crap. I was not expecting that. I did give him that accessory to boost his wind attacks, but god, I did not think he'd be doing that much damage. Heck, Yukiko can hardly, like, even stand a chance versus that. Burning Petals. Actually, no, that did a little more damage. Okay, Yosuke, you're getting there, though. I mean, you're still a little bit under-leveled, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's see. If you opt for no money and a guaranteed shuffle time, I will actually do that. Let's hope this isn't the Death Archon. Okay, good. So we got the Sun and the Moon, so it gave us double no money. Actually, no, that was experience. Well, I got a little bit of coin, so that's worth it, right? No, not really. Oh, well, what are you gonna do? So let's move on. And yeah, we didn't get the sweet bonus. Bummer. Not the end of the world, though. Those bonuses aren't always that important. And I'm sure we'll get some very powerful cards and personas later on in this dungeon. A little odd, I didn't get the back attack from that shadow, but yeah, I guess, honestly, I should stop talking about combat. If you think about it, this is the end. If we fail here, the entire world will be consumed by a fog. A fog that is apparently created because of mankind's wishes. Why exactly is that? Is mankind really that... just, they want the fog? They don't want to admit anything? They want to live in a lie? That sounds a bit odd, honestly. Anyways. We have the Phantom Hero, who is anything but a hero. He loves Muto and Hama and Foolish Whisper. Not fun to go up against. And I believe we can actually... yeah. We have a chance to kill everything here with Mahamon, except for the Empress. So let's hope we get lucky. Nice. That's actually a very good luck. Now let's... we're just going to guard. Why the heck not? And then let Yosuke go ahead and use a Garudine to knock this foe down. So we can get an all-out attack. But yes, this is a fairly weird element of Persona 4, which I think a lot of players don't really get on their first playthrough, is that, yes, the fog is here because we desired it. Why is that? It's kind of just one of those things you have to think about. Is mankind really that just afraid of things they don't like? They want to live in a lie? Why exactly is that? It's hard to say, but hey, we're going to work against it anyways. Let's try and grab some EXP, a chest key. And there, yeah, there's no way I'm getting everything. So I'll just grab the 5 of Swords. And yeah, chest keys always valuable, even outside of the Silent Forest. And Herculean Strike, not terribly amazing, so I guess we'll just pass that on to nothing, honestly. Anyways, let's move on. See if we can't reach the stairs of this second path So far we've explored pretty much everything. I'm actually going to return very quickly. See if there's anything in this room. There's no... Okay, there's the stairs. Yeah, there was no enemies in there or a chest, which I thought was pretty peculiar, so... Decided to check that out, and okay. Let's just carry on and discover the rest of this floor. Hopefully we'll find a golden chest that will help us out against the coming battles. And so far we're getting relatively unlucky. Got an Arc Magatama though. I'm okay with that. Not terrible, but not amazing either, since we already have a lot of electric-based attacks. And god, I just love this music. The song is called Hallway, and I don't know why, but I think it really says a lot about the tone of Persona 4 in a way.
Be careful.
How, yeah, the things in your life are really, you know, they can be bad, but, you know, there's a lot of good things in life, too.
You can win this. Just give
I don't know, I think that's just what this game's trying to tell people. Anyways, we have the primitive idol. Not sure how that's primitive necessarily, except for maybe the moss on its chair and all. Not really a chair, but you get what I'm saying. It can be dispatched rather quickly and efficiently with Mudo attacks, so if you got them, I recommend them. And, you know, trying to reflect that attack back at me. But it's not gonna work. So let's go into Yoshitsune, knock down this... I always forget, yeah, the Mistress Pot. I don't know why I emphasized the word pot so much there, but I did. I thought it was necessary, and then I guess we can go for a Brave Blade on the Papillion, and then knock that out. Actually, no, we'll knock it out next turn. Yosuke can go for the Magarudan, and maybe knock out both? Hopefully, okay, we'll get the enemy down, and as much as I'd love to go for an attack that punishes the foe for being knocked down, sadly, those moves are only accessible through physical means, and this enemy absorbs physical, so we're not going to be able to do that. So I guess it's just going to be a round robin of our own magic attacks. I kind of like it how we are, you know, thunder, and then Chie's ice, Yukiko is fire, and Yosuke is wind. I don't know, I just always thought that was fitting, you know, somewhat similar to our characters in a way, if that makes any sense. And yes, that physical attack is very devastating, but I was not alarmed because I knew we'd be fine. And let's see. Could get our magic up. Why not? It's not, you know, anything too important, but yeah, getting Yoshitsune's magic up for free isn't terrible. And Yosuke is very close to Brave Blade, and Chie is very close to God's Hand, one of the strongest physical attacks in the game. And okay, let's actually use some of Yosuke's SP to heal us up. Yukiko could have done the same, but I kind of want to save her SP. Then okay, dry ice. We're almost done exploring this floor, and then we can move on to the third path. Oh man, guys. I think I'm the first person to say this, but I don't want this game to end. The characters in this game are just, you know, so real and relatable, and almost too perfect in a way, if that makes any sense. But eventually everything great must come to an end. Okay. Let's actually clear out the rest of this path, and you know what? We're done. So let's go to the next floor of the Yomotsu Hirasaka. So, have you come to realize the scenery of this corridor? You've seen it before, haven't you? Yeah, we have actually. It was at the very beginning of the game. We first fell asleep that one night. What you saw in your dream that night was the result of your awakening to your power. Could it be fate that I now await your arrival? Was that Izanami again? Senpai, is it true what she said? Anyway, no matter what kind of enemy we're facing, we have to fight. Right, Senpai? Right. And to prepare ourselves for the upcoming battle, I think it's only necessary to revisit our roots a bit. In the next episode of Let's Play Persona 4 Golden, we battle the Reaper. So see you guys then. Bye.